So how do I do all this? Well, my approach, it mixes behavioral and humanist psychology, and also a touch of Eastern philosophy. There's behavioral psychology me, and that's me in a suit and a tie, maybe a tie, observing the patterns and the data. There's humanist psychology me, who's actively listening to you with unconditional positive regard. And here we're looking at the signposts, trying to find directions through your story. Eastern philosophy guy, lurking in the background a little bit, he's here because it was there where I saw what you can do when you mix stillness and psychology, when they start to overlap. Well beyond the textbook stuff, but very cool. The key to understanding my work, though, is basically this. Everything until now is formative but not deterministic. Formative but not deterministic. Our histories, they shape our patterns of perceptions, our emotions, our behaviors through repetition and conditioning. We know this, but awareness can transcend them. With conscious understanding and a little bit of guidance, we can interrupt the momentum of old formations, this developmental autopilot, which a lot of us are on, and we can create a more authentic way of being, a more authentic way of being you. The fact that something's been learned doesn't make it essential to who you are. Awareness, that's not bound by habit. It's the space in which transformation can become possible. The self's not a fixed construct. And the moment you really understand that, that's when you're knocking at the door of freedom and authenticity. So my approach, it's very, very human. And I find that most people, they don't need more motivation. They need less distortion. So we tend to get lost. Lost in what? Lost in our job titles, our roles, our expectations. We live in systems that tell us to be endlessly productive, polished, permanently available. To who? To our bosses, to our inboxes, to our families, and to our WhatsApp groups. Underneath all this, we start running on that autopilot. We tend to get tired, maybe overstimulated, but we get disconnected from ourselves and also from others. And in this blur, it's really easy to forget that all we are, we're just human beings meeting each other with the same laughs, the same hopes, the same worries, all looking for the same simple things to feel safe, to be happy, to suffer a little bit less. Me, I've lived a lot of what I teach and I work with. And I know from the inside, I know what it means to fall apart bit by bit and consciously watch that happen. But I also know how to rebuild. I know how to find growth, meaning, service, connection. I also know most of us, we're really just trying to make sense of things. We're doing our best with what we have, and underneath it all, we just want some happiness and some security. For who? For ourselves, for our families. Even if you're the CEO or the head of HR, we're all the same. So me, I work with data, pragmatism, and trust. And it's the numbers, the practice, and the people. We can run stats, algorithms, and checklists and stuff on each other. We cannot connect through metrics. Behind every result, there's a person. All complex, imperfect, just trying to find balance. I'm not only the sum of my qualifications and experience, neither are you. This right here, though, that's where the real work begins. If you need to reach out, I'll meet you there. A question can be held like a hand or held like a weapon. For me, always a hand.